this is your second show with Rob Ashford. You did Parade. Does his directing style, is it the same?
Easier to edit. So as a director, I think his style is pretty much the same. He's definitely a very he's a director that you can tell was once a performer, because he really gives the actors a lot of freedom to explore and to try new things and to come up with our, we really develop our characters together, and he sort of gives us a lot of freedom in the beginning, and then once we're up on our feet, he starts to tweak it and sort of perfect, the scenes and the dialogue and the sort of character choices. But he's good in that. He gives you a lot of freedom. I think he did the same in Parade. From what I can recall, I think it is very similar. Yeah.
You did the second national tour of Mamma Mia. Now, at the end of Mamma Mia, after the curtain call, is the Mamma Mia concert, which is everybody's favorite part.
Yeah, for sure.
Is that as fun as it looks?
It was a lot of fun, actually. Yeah. I mean, I think it's one of those things when you're performing that show 8 times a week, you sort of get to a point where you kind of, when you finish the whole show and you get to curtain call and then you think, now comes the hard part, because that takes, I think, the most energy. You sort of have to get a burst of energy right there at the end. But once you start going, the audience is always so excited. They all get up and dance and sing, and so it sort of gives you the energy you need to finish it. It's a lot of fun. You'd be surprised. I mean, the people that stand up and start dancing, we would always be shocked. There'd be middle-aged men who'd be the first ones out of their seat, and people really enjoy themselves in that show. They have a lot of fun. It was great.
Now, you met your husband through that.
Yeah.
Now, how long into the run did you start dating? And is it easier to act with your husband as your boyfriend versus a stranger that you gotta, have chemistry with?
Yeah, well, we started dating probably a couple months after we met. We had been out on tour for a little while when we first started, dating. We I think both hit it off right away, and we probably knew it was coming, but we didn't start dating for a few months, maybe a couple months. And yes, it's definitely easier, I think, in that the chemistry was obviously already there, and we were falling in love at the time, and so it was very easy to play that sort of emotion. Although I think sometimes when we had to do the scenes where we were fighting, that wasn't as easy, because we were in such a sort of blissful, happy place. So you do sort of have the ups and downs, and I have to say, playing opposite Daniel has never been difficult, even though he's not my husband.
It's the 50th anniversary edition of this show. Were you familiar with any other productions or the movie before you got cast?
I was there. My parents were very strict, and so we were only allowed to watch, certain television shows and channels and movies, but movie musicals was something they approved of. So we watched a lot of movie musicals, and I remember growing up watching the How to Succeed movie. And I did it in high school. I was in a production of it. I was only in the ensemble, and I understudied the pirate dancers. I didn't get to play Rosemary. I was very envious of that girl. But that was about it, though. I didn't get to see the last revival, or I wasn't alive for the first one, so.
How do you make Rosemary yours versus Megan Mullally, who's from Will and Grace and Sarah Jessica Parker.
How do I make her mine?
Yeah.
Your character.
I feel like, you know, I hadn't seen their versions of it, so I think it wasn't difficult to separate myself from them because I wasn't sure what they did. But I think from the beginning I just, you know, I found a way to connect to her in any way that I could, you know, whatever traits in her character I feel in myself. And, you know, she's really ambitious, she's really driven, she's sort of a spitfire when she needs to be, and she can be very witty. And she sort of ends up finding herself in sort of awkward situations every once in a while, and I can relate to all those things. So I think, you know, it just, I fell in love with her pretty quickly because she's not your average ingenue.
What is your favorite numbers to perform?
Well, it changes, to be honest. Right now I'm sort of enjoying Happy to Keep a Cinderworm.
One of my favorites too.
I like to really sort of indulge in that because it's sort of one of the very first numbers in the show, and it really introduces her character, and I think it's just I'm enjoying doing it at the moment. I think there was a time when it made me the most nervous, but now I think it's the most fun to do, at least for now. It does change though.
How is your relationship with the cast now that you started in rehearsals?
I think we've all gotten really close. We're very lucky. We have a really great cast of people. Everybody's just very kind and friendly and full of energy and happy to be at their job. So it's easy. Hi. It's easy to be happy to come to work every day, and I think that's really a testament to Rob Ashford again. He casts people who are nice people and good people and who are not necessarily, you know, not so jaded and not going to be troublemakers in the cast. He casts people that he thinks will get along, and I think it really reflects on stage that we all enjoy each other's company and that we get along and that we're having a great time performing for the audience. I think that makes a difference and makes the show fuller, you know.
What do you do after the show?
I usually go home.
To wind down.
Yeah, to wind down. Well, it sort of depends because you do have a lot of energy afterwards. I usually go home and watch a little TV with my husband, or have a glass of red wine now and again, or, you know, just sort of try to relax, because it does, when you leave the theater at the end of the night, you are really sort of wired and you know, you still have a lot of adrenaline pumping, so you do have to kind of give yourself some time. I don't usually fall asleep till after 1. Yeah.
Partly because I talk to Tammy
Yeah.
in 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, really? She's so sweet.
Yeah. I just want to thank you for doing this.
It's my
And
pleasure.
like I said, whatever that imposter was, we would like to find out. I will see you next time on this episode of the Jesse Walker Show. Bye.
Bye.